Silver's up at $29 an ounce right now and rising. Gold is only 30 cents away of 1,400, that psychological barrier. It's even come out in congressional reports that we've covered here that the mega banks are suppressing gold and silver. They are in the market. But I have never seen, talking to different gold brokers, talking to local businesses that sell silver and gold, talking to listeners across the country, I have never seen such a drying up of gold and silver and such a disparity between what the mercantiles of the world say gold and silver is worth and what it's selling for. That said, the real market, it's trading silver way above the 29, in gold way above the 1,400. There's huge premiums if you can get it, almost everywhere. Ted has been around 30-plus years in the Midas incarnation for, what, 13, 14 years? Or I guess, yeah, it's 14 years. And he's got the connections, and he's having trouble. But he's not greedy. He bought it in the last few weeks when they drove it down. He's got it for you now that it's going up at the old price. Specifically and briefly, Ted, get into what you're facing, what you're seeing. And I got a big announcement coming up here. It may have to be in the next segment. Explain to people the type of drying up you're seeing from your perspective and briefly what you've got for them today.
Well, just people need to understand when the banks are in manipulating the price of silver by selling short contracts, that's just it. They're contracts. It's not physical. We're looking at premiums driving up. I mean, that Buffalo coin just went over $130 over spot just to buy a Buffalo in the wholesale market. I mean, that's before I even get my hands on it. I mean, the relationship between physical eagles and the spot silver, bars of 100-ounce bars of silver. It doesn't matter what you're picking.
That's like in Venezuela when Hugo Chavez says rice costs this by the pound or a gallon of petrol costs this, but in his socialist system it really costs a lot more on the ground. And so now we're living in the la-la land where, you know, they say that unemployment's 9.6, but every other economist says it's pushing 23%. I mean, we're now seeing the pure la-la land being illustrated.
That's exactly right. Too much manipulation, and you can't do it in the physical market. So the physical market's showing what's really going on, and it's clearly across the board. Every single dealer in the United States is dealing with it. Alex, if people want to move, I still have the videos for $97. They get 3 silver dollars in it. Those are shot up like crazy. You know, whatever they want. I mean, the Frank coin right now I have at $2.94. Those are well over $300 a coin now, and you're going to get a full year subscription to Bob's newsletter, the International Forecast.
And we've got the other deal with the 3 silver dollars, 3 of my films, and free shipping for how much?
It's $97. It's delivered to people. I mean, that's unheard of. I mean, the Walking Liberty half coin right now at $12.84. I mean, silver's almost $30 an ounce now.
All right, they've got to tell them it's the radio special to take advantage of this. The web prices are a little more, still great deals. 800-686-2237, 800-686-2237. Has gold gone above 1,400 since we started talking?
No, I'm looking at it right now. It's just hovering right at that level. It's just at like the $13.99 level. Let me just refresh right now and take a quick peek. $13.99 presently right now at $13.99.70 is the peak right now. So.
All right, 800-686-2237, 800-686-2237. Lastly, Ted, how long can you hold these prices?
Well, we're holding them until midnight tonight, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow.
All right, great job, Ted. 800-686-2237. The gold and silver market hot as a pistol as global devaluation accelerates. All right, I'll get into this briefly. I'll announce it more in the days to come. I want to build a first-class social network that also lets people organize and get together. We spent a bunch of money in the last 6 months, built one, and it's still got some bugs, and I don't particularly feel confident in it. I guess it has too many functions. I'm building another social network to decide which one I want to launch, because this is going to be big with our audience, turning the power of the people loose. And I've decided that I just need developers here in my office. And I don't like bringing new people in. There is infiltration, things like that. And we never hire from the listeners because infiltrators could try to get in. I don't want fans. I want supporters. I want to pay people too, but if you want to volunteer, the full spectrum's wide open, but I want to do this in the next few months. It's mainly a WordPress developer or developers to build around a WordPress-based social network. We've also got one built in Drupal. That's what the White House website's in. But the issue here is jobs at Infowars.com. Okay, but if you're not got a good portfolio and sources we can check, I mean, please, only serious folks. But jobs at Infowars.com. I've never pulled directly from the audience. We want you to be in Austin, Texas, or in Central Texas, and to be able to be here on site, jobs at Infowars.com. I want this launched by February. I'm tired of screwing around.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today. Hi, this is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about the delicious, easy-to-fix, and very storable foods from eFoodsDirect.com. I've told you for years that eFoods Direct has the best storable food on the planet. Now it's that time of year again, and their holiday special is here. They have 2 holiday price packs for you to put into your reserves for a secure future or to share with others. The first is a 6-month bulk supply in 10 cans. And the second is a 5-week supply of quick and easy-to-fix meals, including delicious bakery items shipped in heavy tote bags. Now, for a limited time, when you order 2 or more of these special holiday packs, you'll get free shipping on your entire order. Call now, 800-409-5633, or visit them at eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. That's 800-409-5633, or eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. Diamond Gusset is proud to announce the anthem of the Patriot Movement. They're offering a free CD, T-shirt, and bumper sticker with a qualifying purchase. Diamond Gusset offers great products at great prices while keeping Americans working.
I'm looking for a factory where a man can feed his family. Not worried about them moving it south, closing the doors and shutting her down tomorrow. I'm looking for America.
We're American and be proud. Go to Gusset.com/America.
The land of the free and the home of the brave. Seems like I just woke up one day and it was gone, long gone. But I know in my heart it's still
Again, go to Gusset.com/America today.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want to stop tyranny? Well, so does he. Live from the Infowars.com studios, it's Alex Jones.
We are back live, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. Max Kaiser's got it in the London Guardian. His plan to crash J.P. Morgan by showing that they've been manipulating the market and driving it down. Silver surging towards all-time record, $29 a day. Bloomberg and others report there's record low supplies of it. And the manipulation of the gold and silver market is really becoming more and more evident. He's going to be joining us. Michael Braverman of Jesse Ventura's television show is going to break some news. It's going to be airing tomorrow night, dealing with multinational corporations coming in and buying up the water supplies. That is all coming up as well in the next hour. Joe C. Husen, am I pronouncing that right, guys? Seehusen is the president and CEO of an amazing organization, and that's Liberty Guard, founded and headed up by former Congressman Bob Barr, and Libertarian presidential candidate in 2008. And we really appreciate Mr. Seehusen for coming on the broadcast with us. The website's libertyguard.org. And we've got these reports out on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Watchdog probes DHS spying on Drudge and others. FOIA request investigates whether critics of TSA are being listed as domestic extremists. And then continuing, we have another headline. Bob Barr investigates TSA stand-down on National Opt-Out Day. Here's their own headline. TSA manipulates National Opt-Out Day. Liberty Guard files the FOIA request to TSA regarding political manipulation. So he's with us for the rest of the hour. Joe, thanks for coming on with us.
Thanks for coming on, Alex, and thanks for your leadership on this issue. And our chairman, Bob Barr, and our group, LibertyGuard.org, picked up on a lot of that and went ahead and filed this, and are hoping to get to the bottom of this. So this, we think, a pretty serious issue, which is, the potential that the TSA has manipulated the potential protests from these opt-out folks like that would not choose willingly to go through this sort of degrading and questionably constitutional procedure. So we appreciate that leadership.
Well, break down what your organization does and why you've started investigating the TSA stand-down, but you're going further than that. You're also burrowing in to this reported TSA memo calling people domestic extremists who don't like having the government put their hands down their pants.
Yeah, absolutely. Liberty Guard, and again, our chairman, Bob Barr, and myself and others put together Liberty Guard. It's a group that's really committed to protecting individual liberties and freedoms, and certainly using the Constitution as our focal point. And we just saw this, and it was one of these gut reactions where everyone said, this is wrong. And I think we've all been wondering, at what point do everyday Americans decide to stand up for their liberties and say enough is enough? And I think it's probably right when the government bureaucrats begin to grab for our junk, if you will. I think people all over the country are outraged. They've looked at these incidences where children and women that have had mastectomies and men that have various issues with bladder control and so on are really being humiliated. And there's a serious question as to whether this is at all effective. And there's a serious constitutional question. And so we basically said, let's create this optoutalliance.com, which we did, and let folks know what they could do to resist this. And then lo and behold, there was all this groundswell and grassroots excitement, internet excitement, and people were geared up, in effect, to question some of this. And the TSA looks as if they basically shut down many of these machines. And we're asking the question, why is that? I mean, was it that particular day, Thanksgiving, they deemed was they were confident there was going to be no terrorism on that day? I mean, if these machines are so effective, they better have them on all the time. Or was it that they really wanted to kind of quell the national protest from everyday Americans saying, golly, is this protecting us? Is it appropriate?
And they wanted to go further. They wanted to then falsely run the hoax, and we know they did do this, saying no one protested. Everyone loves it.